everyone! So, I saw Wonder Woman again for the 6th time. And I just want to make a video talking about probably my favorite scene in the movie. A lot of people have asked me what my favorite scene is, and I couldn't answer because it's just a hard question to answer. But I think I have one because it's one that I can't stop thinking about. And again, please excuse any outdoor noise. It's freaking hot. I need to have a window open. And I live in a very busy area, so sorry about that. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen this movie, don't continue watching this video. It's gonna spoil it a lot. So I want to talk about, and if you've seen my social media posts, you know what scene I'm talking about. And it's the one where basically, you know, Steve says bye to Diana. My gosh, I was crying so much yesterday when I saw it. Every time I see it, I feel like I cry more. I don't know why. I've seen it multiple times. I know what's gonna happen. I don't know, I just cry more every time for some reason. So I just wanted to kind of go over the scene a little bit. It's very short. I just wanted to go over it and just talk about why I really like it, because I was trying to think, why do I like this scene so much? Yeah, I just want to talk about it and share my thoughts. I wanted to have the audio for this, but since the movie hasn't come out yet, what I did was last night I recorded it on my phone. Not the whole movie obviously, but that scene, because I wanted to have the audio. So I'm gonna play the audio and we're gonna go line by line to see why I like this scene so much, because I don't know, I'm one of those people that I might like something but I can't explain why. I think maybe I can try to figure it out, so let's listen. I know I don't have the actual script, I just wrote this out in a script form just for, you know, display purposes. So Steve says I have to go, and then
Steve, whatever it is, I can do it. Let me do it.
Okay, I really like this because I love just how, I think it's just so cool how Diana, you know, she's just so powerful, and you know, she's just, I like how she's like, it doesn't matter what you need, I'm gonna do it. It doesn't matter. She's not asking what do you need, you know, need to do. There's no conditions. It's just like, whatever it is, I'll do it. I know I can do it. You know? So I just love that. And when it comes to situations, you know, that, you know, involve battle or anything physical, usually it's the guys that have to take care of it because they're just, you know, physically stronger than women. That's just fact. Sorry, feminazis, but yeah. Not saying that women shouldn't try or do anything, but sometimes guys can do stuff a little easier just because they're stronger. So, you know, times the guys will just take care of things. So I just thought it was really cool, you know, to see a woman, you know, because she's so powerful, she can do it, saying I can do it. And I just liked how she was like, whatever it is, I'll do it. And it just showed just, you know, how much she loved him, and just not just him, but she was just willing to do whatever it took to take care of the situation. And Steve also, I felt, showed courage by, you know, he just realized what he had to do, and he's telling her, even though he knows that she's capable of doing whatever needs to be done, he's like, no, it's fine, like, you know, I'm gonna do it. You know, he wasn't letting her, and I'm just like, oh god, it's heartbreaking because he knows what he has to do. You kind of know what's gonna happen, and she could take care of this, no problem, but he's like, no, you know, I have to do it. So
it has to be me. It has to be me.
No, Steve. Oh, dang it. Oh god. So this was just heartbreaking. Again, I felt it showed courage from Steve because he knows what he has to do. I mean, couldn't there be another way? Oh god. That's why it's also sad, because, you know, you kind of hope that there could be another way to, you know, get rid of the bonds that would have required him sacrificing himself. But that just showed courage for me.
I can save today, you can save the world.
That is such a good line. I just love how he just had so much respect for her, and he didn't undermine her. He knows he has to leave, and, you know, he knows the world is going to be taken care of. You know, he trusts that she's going to, you know, take care of the world. I just love how Steve has so much respect for Diana, and he knows that She can take care of herself and she can take care of the world. Even though if Diana had to go and take care of the plane with the, bombs and everything, she probably would have been okay. She probably could have survived whatever happened. But, he felt like the world needs her more than they need Steve. So it's like, okay, somebody has to do this. I'll do it. I'll take care of that. And then you can take care of the world. So.
I wish we had more time.
Oh, dang it. It's another line that just, it makes me so sad because it's so true. That's how I felt. I wanted them to have more time. It was just freaking, it's so sad that they hadn't even been together that long. They just, they fell in love really quickly, and now he has to leave, and I don't know, just the fact that he actually acknowledged that. And I think it's good for Diana to hear that. I don't know, I just feel like if it was me in that position and the person I love went to go sacrifice himself, I think I would just feel better knowing that they, wish we could have been together longer. There's no doubt, she's not going to be like, oh, maybe he was trying to find a way to escape or something. I don't know, that would be stupid to think, but I don't know. Because some people sometimes think silly things like that. Oh, maybe he didn't want to be with me or something like that. And there were other reasons why he sacrificed himself. Like, no, he did it because he needed to do this to save the world. But I think it would be comforting to know that, like, he wished he could have been with you longer. So it just breaks my heart every time I hear it, just because it's so true. Because I feel the same way too. Like, no, why? As soon as he said this line, I knew, like, you're freaking gonna sacrifice yourself. It's freaking great. Oh.
What are you saying? I love you.
Oh, dang it. Obviously, I love you. I'm glad he said it. It's very important. And again, it's also comforting, for her, looking back, after this happened, looking back, it's good. It's going to be good for her to know he loved her. He wished that they could have spent more time together. It's just comforting to know. Because sometimes people pass away and you don't really have closure or anything. You're wondering, oh, how do they feel about this? How do they feel about that? So I feel him saying those things, I wish we had more time and I love you. It's just, even though it's, freaking stinks that he passed away, I think those are comforting things to know. And I'm glad he said it. You could feel it that he did love her, but it was nice to hear him say it, and it was so sad that it was the last thing he said to her. But again, it's comforting at the same time, because sometimes, people pass away and you don't get to say what you want to say or anything. So, dang, this movie. And the screenplay was written by Alan Heinberg. So we should blame him for all the tears that we shed watching Wonder Woman. And I mean, not just him, but it's just a combination of everything. The words that Alan Heinberg wrote, the performances that brought those words to life, and Patty Jenkins' direction. So all of that together made the scene amazing. I think if one of those things was off, either the words, the acting, or the directing, probably would not have had the same impact. So I think just all those things working really well just made the scene amazing, very, very memorable. I think it's just one of the greatest scenes that I've seen recently. It doesn't probably mean that much coming from me because I haven't seen a lot of movies in theaters, just because I don't go to movies a lot. But I just can't stop thinking about it. I just can't. It's so moving. But that's about it. I wasn't gonna, go into this like hour-long thing about this scene. But I just wanted to touch a little bit upon why I like this scene. Maybe one of you guys, if you're in film school, you can write about this scene in one of your papers. Because I was in film school and I had to write papers. I kind of wish I was in film school still so I could write about Wonder Woman. One of the best papers I ever wrote for film school was a paper, it was about Batman Begins and how Batman was like a Ronin. Oh, and I don't have copies of it because the hard drive I had it on kind of died, so that kind of stinks. That was my most favorite paper I ever wrote. Like, yay, I'm writing about Batman Begins, this is awesome. Let me know what you guys think about this scene and other scenes, and maybe certain lines that in the movie that just touched you. And thank you, Alan Heinberg, for writing this amazing script, and gotta give props to Gal and Chris for bringing those words to life, and Patty for guiding them there with her direction. And sorry, I'm not really great at analysis. That's always been kind of a weak thing for me. I hated doing analysis papers in college. I hated it because I don't think I'm good at it, because I'm just not very good at articulating my thoughts. But I just try to do the best I can. But that's about it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!